Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Tech Slinger Heroes. Right, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, we left off. It was 4:20. Today is 4:21. Not really. It's still 4:20 for me, but it's not 4:20 for y'all anymore. But there you go. I just fucking did Wepa Wet. There's, as you saw, there's no slowdown associated. So yeah, Wepa Wet's the good guy. He's the good guy to kill because he's good. Good shit. We just need a little bit extra gold. Patience. There you go. He's doing a ton of damage, and I'm gonna do that real quick just so I can get ahead of myself. And we're doing so much damage that I don't think it's not necessary to be idle right now, unless I want to gain gold, which I will soon enough. But yeah, for right now we're doing all right. These are where my guys are at because that is the next quest. Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna wait for Mrs. Rose here to be done with her quest. 30 more minutes. I think it was like a 2-hour quest to start off as. So when she's done, she's gonna do another fucking 8-hour quest. So fucking good luck, I guess. You need it. Which one should I do? The relic one or the relic one? Maybe the relic one. 8 relics and 75% chance for now. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of relics right there. That's a lot of stuff. 33% chance for another. That's what one level does right there. That's insane. That's insane. I wonder what level 4 is. 62% chance for a relic. That sounds about right. Oh, we're back in idle mode. Good shit. Good shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Excuse me, kind sirs. So the other day I was brainstorming. I was brainstorming Stormins. The other day at work. Just fucking bored out of my mind. Really, just it was 9 a.m. I was the only person there. Fucking just doing rolling up things of silverware so that customers could have silverware and napkin and fork and knife to eat with and shit like that for later on in the day. So I was really bored out of my mind. I was just thinking, brainstorming stuff, and I brainstormed a pretty good idea for a play. Yeah, I feel like right now it's just a play. Just because there's only 2 characters. And it's like there's only like 1/1.5 rooms that this thing takes place in. It's just a very small, short, and simple thing. And I have to go ahead and give the credit for inspiration to Rick and Morty. Definitely not taken from anything from any of their shows. But I've been thinking a lot about sci-fi, weird sci-fi things because of them recently. And I thought about this weird sci-fi thing that I could turn into play. And dude, boom, there it is. It's not really. It doesn't really have anything to do with sci-fi, really. Honestly, it's like the way I wrote. Well, the way I'm gonna write the script is where they're gonna talk about sci-fi stuff because that's what they assume that this is why this is happening. It's like a sci-fi thing. But it totally could be super natural in a way, or spiritual in some way. It's intentionally made big to get the audience thinking, I guess. But okay, so enough stalling. I need to tell you the idea of my script that I'm gonna write. By the way, you can't steal it because I have proof that I came up with it before you did. This video is it's not only is it coming out on the 21st, but I'm recording it on April 20th, 4/20 of 2017. So there you go. There's my proof that I thought of this idea first. So if you want to steal my idea, then guess what? You're gonna get sued, buddy. You get sued up your asshole. So this is also mostly why I'm telling you guys in the video, not just because like I know I'm safe, but also to make myself even more safe. Because if someone were to accidentally like steal my idea somehow, they just like overhear me like, you know, talking about it, or they see me like writing stuff about it and they steal my idea from me, then I'll have proof. I'll be like, yeah, I came up with this idea, boom, right there. That's the fucking timestamp and video that I fucking did it in. So there you go. Eat a dick. I get money. So, all right. Without further ado, I'm going to give you the sort of idea that I had for play. That I thought was pretty cool and pretty compelling. And you know, let me know in the comments whether or not like you think it's a good idea, and like any sort of extra like things to like dialogue pieces and sort of like shit that, you know, would be interesting to add to this sort of a project, and vice versa, and like so on and so forth, etc., etc. So the basis of my idea was like this is what it was. So let's say time travel. You know, let's say time travel, like in the future, like if it ever becomes a thing, because most scientists like believe it's never gonna ever become a thing. But let's say it is like hypothetical time travel, okay? But instead of like traveling physically through time, you basically just travel through time within your own consciousness. Like it's sort of like the similar idea and feel of like the movie Arrival, or like Arrivals or some shit. It's the one with what is it, Amy Adams or Rachel McAdams, or I forget. It's got Jeremy Renner in it too. It's about the fucking aliens that come and like they just come to Earth, and people try to like communicate with them. They get like the smartest fucking linguist in all of the world to like communicate with them in the United States, because there's like 12 different ships. That each ship is like fucking 1 billion miles tall, and it's just a big old black obelisk, and like all of the aliens are like tentacle monsters or some shit like that, but you can't see because they're protected by this like weird wall that, you know, it's a wall that you can't cross, but you can sort of maybe see shapes behind it, and it looks like those shapes are like giant tentacle monsters. They call them octopods, okay? You look up octopods and you'll look up this, you'll see this movie. It's basically large 8-legged tentacle like monster aliens from other planets, and they have to try and communicate. So they get the linguist to try to communicate, and eventually she gets them to like write down shit on their wall, and they use like weird ink from their tentacles to like write shit down. And apparently their language is entirely comprised of just like circles, just like different variations of like circles and shit. And I'm about to spoil the movie, so spoiler alert. I'm gonna spoil literally the end of the movie for you. So turns out that they just want to know what the fuck the aliens are doing here. So it turns out they figure out what they're doing here, and the aliens want to give mankind, human beings, a fucking tool, which is time travel. But time travel as like we do not understand it, like time travel as like the aliens understand it, because they're like, oh, if you guys understand time travel like we understand time travel in the future, we're gonna be like super in need of your help. So like this is so you can help us, basically. So once again, that's literally the end of the movie. Everything is revealed. So what happens is so she finds out so the whole time they're just like, well, how do we get this? How do we get this tool? And the thing is, the tool is the fucking language that the fucking aliens speak. It's like the little circles, whatever. So it's like Jeremy Renner explains it in the movie. It's like if you speak in a different like language long enough, you start thinking in that language. You know, you start thinking like like live in Spain for like 20 years and you've been speaking Spanish for like a billion years, then you're gonna start thinking in Spanish, which changes like your whole like perspective on things and shit like that. Which I thought was like an interesting point. Like, yeah, it makes sense. I am a bilingual speaker. I speak English and Armenian. It does change, you know. Like speaking a certain language for a really long time, it does change like the way you think as well. So this lady, I think it's like Amy Adams or Rachel Adams or some shit like that. She starts communicating with the aliens in their language so long enough to where she literally starts thinking in their language, and that's the fucking time travel tool. The tool is like, oh, you start thinking in our language, and then you understand unlock the secrets of time travel, which is like not time travel really. It's just the fact that you can see like your entire future and your entire past simultaneously. Basically, it's like you look into the fourth dimension. So I guess my play is like similar to that, not exactly, but the idea is like, yeah, you time travel, you know, like, but the idea is that you time travel, but you stay inside your own consciousness, and then so couple, you know, possibly, I haven't figured it all out, but possibly married, possibly like looking to get married or something. The guy's about to propose. Guy's 25, girl's 27. He like they're talking, whatever, blah blah blah. They might be talking about like if they're married, they might be talking about having kids or whatnot, blah blah blah. There's a lot of like little things going on here. Little like character things going on here, and then boom, he hits his head, and when he wakes up, he's 15. You know, he's himself exactly 10 years ago, because they're high school sweethearts. His wife is also there, but it's not his wife yet because she's 17. He's 15. You know, and they're hanging out in her bedroom, and like it's the exact day that he remembered 10 years ago. They like, I guess he like, I don't know, fell in love with her, like, I don't know, some shit happened, but he remembers this day, and he's like, oh shit, oh, but he like, he still has the brain of like his 25-year-old self. He knows like the future, I guess, but it's like he's in the past and the present is in the future. You get what I'm saying? So he like hits his head, and he wakes up, his like girlfriend / wife, 17 years old, wakes him up. He's like, hey, you okay? He's like, whoa, you're like 17, like you're so young. He's like, yeah, I should be like 17 or whatever. And then he was like, what? Well, like, what year is this? What's happened? Why are you like what 10 years younger than I'm like blah blah blah, all that stuff. And she's like, whatever, dude. Like you're freaking me out. You want to just shut up and continue making out? And he's just like, no, I can't make out with you. You're underage. And she's like, well, yeah, you are too. So that's my concept, right? That's the basic concept. There's extra shit gonna go on, obviously, and I'm gonna save that shit for like the you know, for people who are gonna watch it and learn and like act in and watch the play and stuff, because it gets so much fucking deeper than that. But the basic idea is like, oh shit. So what happens with like underage sort of like statutory rape laws when you are 15 but your brain is 25? You know, so it's a lot of, I don't want to say arguing, but there's a lot of like, you know, she wants to do it, and he's like adamant, like, no, we can't because it's wrong. And she's like, no, it's not. You're 15, I'm 17. We're the right age. And he was like, no, but my brain is, I'm 25. You don't understand. I'm taking advantage of you. And she's, you know, it's a lot of that going on. So so the fucking, I guess the point of this all is like, is he taking advantage of her? Like, if you time travel back in time, but you time traveled into your own 15-year-old body, and like you had a girlfriend back then who was 17 or something like that. Like, she was also underage, like maybe your age as well, also 15. I made her 17 just because it's an important plot point. Once again, don't want to spoil it, but yeah. So so that's the point. Like that's the question I'm trying to ask. Like, is that wrong? Like, I mean, a lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, that's totally wrong, because once again, like, you're 25, she's 17. Like, it doesn't matter if your body's 15, your brain is like you're mature in your brain. You should know better, and you shouldn't take advantage of it. But at the same time, like, but she's like, she wants to, and like, she's like, not only like, is this your wife in the future? Like, you're not gonna just like fuck her and leave her and stuff, but also like even if like he hits his head and goes back to the future, or if he just stays in his 15-year-old body for the rest of his life, you don't, like, I'm not about to give away the ending, but like he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He just like woke up into his 15-year-old body, and like, what's gonna happen from here? Is he gonna go back to being 25 if he hits his head? He doesn't know. So that's sort of the point. Like, if he like does it with her, like, who's gonna like arrest him? No one, right? Because, yeah, once again, this is why I said it's an important plot point that she's 17, he's 15, is because she's older than he is. So in like a year, like, he would be the one that's being quote unquote raped, or statutory rape, by her, because he would be 16, she would be 18. So like, if anything, if she says anything, then they're not gonna like prosecute him, they're gonna prosecute her. It's like, this is the sort of like mind fuck sort of thing I'm trying to like put into words and put into a play, and so yeah, that's my fucking idea. Don't fucking steal it, because I'll fucking kill you. And I did speak all that very loudly, so I don't know, because I live in rooms for rent sort of situation. I don't know if like roomies are gonna be listening in, but regardless, I have video evidence that I came up with this idea first, and on this exact day. It's 9:07 p.m. right now, so 17 and a half minutes ago is when I first stated this idea, but I had the idea for a long time. I wrote notes down about it, and I'm about to like write it into a script and all that stuff, so fuck you, you're not gonna steal it. I mean, but yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments section, please, because once again, it's more evidence that I came up with it first. But please comment. I do want some feedback on whether or not this is a cool concept, and what you might like to add to this sort of concept, and what sort of like, because there is a twist ending. Once again, I'm not going to give away the ending, but there's a twist ending, but regardless, still give me ideas and like, fodder for like more how to flesh this idea out. That'd be really nice of you guys in the comment section. So like, subscribe, and comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.